afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Afternoon, sir.
Take your seat, Chaitanya.
Thank you, sir.
Chaitanya Giri,
Yes, sir.
UP.
Sir, actually, I've been born and brought up in Delhi, but recently, last year, we've shifted to UP, so I've opted UP as my home cadre. But I'm from Delhi only, sir.
Good. Very good. So, welcome to the mock interview, Chaitanya. How are you?
I'm good, sir.
All
I'm
good?
fine. Yes, sir.
Good. Political science, international relation, optional. BTech, lot of hobbies.
Yes,
From where you get time actually to pursue all these hobbies?
sir. I try to find as much time as I can.
Oh. Mental health. You have worked actually on mental health.
Yes, sir.
What is mental health?
So, sir, mental health is well-being of the mental state. It is the emotional and the and the genetic well-being of mental state. And sir, it is affected by various social as well as genetic causes. And sir,
What is the condition in India?
sir, in India, I'm not aware of the exact percentage, but sir, in India, it can be derived from the number of suicides, the mental health state of India, which is, sir, in Asia, it is the second highest per capita suicides. So, sir, the condition of mental health in India can be considered as suboptimal.
Suboptimal.
Yes, sir.
Any specific reason?
Sir, I think that from our education system, the importance of mental health is not focused upon. And sir, as India is a democracy in transition, so there are also the resources are limited, and as India is a low middle income country, so that also takes a toll. The poverty numbers and the hunger problem that we have here. So, sir, these things take a toll on mental health. I think these are the reasons that India's mental health is.
We have sufficient mental health experts, counselors.
No, sir. We also do not have. In fact, sir, there is a
So
report.
you tell us actually all those
Yes, sir.
issues. This is what actually I want to ask you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, sir, also we do not have a apt number of medical psychiatrists as well as psychologists. A report says that in all over India, we have less number of psychiatrists as compared to New York City. So, sir, this is also one sphere that
Part
we
of
need
the
to work
status,
upon.
yes.
Yes, sir.
And moreover, do our people acknowledge this that they suffer from the mental health and go to a professional in India?
Yes, sir. There is also certain
So
level
you
of.
tell actually all these things.
Yes, sir.
I should not give you
Yes,
clues.
sir. Yes, sir. And sir, also the people they are unaware because there is lack of awareness about the mental health. And
Which
sir,
is the best institute for mental health in India?
sir, Nimhans Bangalore is considered as the best institute for mental
And
health.
what do they do?
So, sir, they offer the services, the mental health services for genetic disorders, for
That's all.
example, schizophrenia, etc. And sir, also they conduct certain mental health campaigns and awareness campaigns. So, sir, these are the two major
What
things.
about professional courses?
Yes, sir.
Professional courses, certificates,
Yes, sir.
like your engineering and medical colleges are doing.
Yes, sir. The medical.
That is most
colleges.
important actually task.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we leave it there. Animal care.
Yes, sir.
Again, very interesting field.
Yes, sir.
So, what you have done in this field?
So, sir, in this, I led an animal care organization in my university, and it was named as Doggos of IPU. I am from IP University, and sir, therein we took care of the stray dogs which were present in the university premises.
Tell me what are the laws and what are the institutions to take care of animal health and animal well-being.
So, sir, the laws that I am able to recall, sir, number one is Prevention of Cruelty to Animals of 1960. This is one law. And, sir, under this law, there is an organization, Animal Welfare Board of India. So, sir, this is the major organization that take cares.
What do they do?
So, sir, they have launched certain guidelines about various animals. The one that I'm aware of is for dogs, that there are certain rights that stray dogs also has. For
Now
example,
these rights actually originate from where?
so, sir, Article 21, and there was a case in Supreme Court in 2014, which was one of the parties was Animal Welfare Board of India. Therein, Supreme Court declared that even animal has a right to life under Article 21. So, certain of these rights are derived from there, sir.
5 freedoms. Like we have fundamental rights,
Yes, sir.
animals also have 5 freedoms. Okay?
Okay, sir. I'll
My
read on.
last question. Political science,
Yes, sir.
strong case. Which philosopher you like the most in political science? Theory.
Sir, I would say that I would like the most Plato. Sir,
Plato.
Plato I would like the most.
And for what?
Sir, I think the way he developed on the theory of dialectics given by his teacher, Socrates, and the way he represented his the importance of reason in man. Sir, I think these are the two things that makes him a different in the league of
So
philosophers.
he's perfect.
No, sir, not at all. No one's perfect, sir.
What was what the critics actually say about Plato?
So, sir, the few critics that I know of is one is Karl Popper, and sir, he considers Plato as a totalitarian philosopher. He paints Plato in the light that Plato wanted himself to be the philosopher king, and also, sir, Plato is been regarded as the philosopher.
And where actually you find all these ideas, where he has mentioned all these things, philosopher king ideas which you are mentioning. Where?
Sir, there is a book of which is called The Republic. So, sir, in those there are certain dialogues between him and other characters.
Yeah. Good. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Chaitanya,
Yes, sir.
there is a very famous, well-known Indian sage with your name.
Yes, sir.
Who? When?
Sir.
What?
Yes, sir.
Why is he well known?
Yes, sir. So, sir, his name is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is a Bhakti saint of 15th century, and sir, he belonged from West Bengal region, and he is considered as the pioneer of Krishna Bhakti.
Krishna Bhakti.
Yes, sir.
He also wrote many bhajans.
Yes, sir. He popularized the Hare Krishna mantra, and he authored a book also, which the name was Ashtashishtakam.
Do you recall any of his bhajans besides Hare Krishna?
No, sir, I haven't listened to his bhajans as much.
There is also a movement in India which is actually inspired by him.
Yes, sir.
What? Which one?
Sir, I think you're talking about the ISKCON temple movement.
Correct. Yes. Okay. All right. Let us go to your strong areas.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to be difficult with you now because you are a bright one. Therefore, I expect good thinking answers.
Yes, sir.
You have done computer science.
Yes, sir.
You know artificial intelligence.
Yes, sir.
Good or bad?
Sir, good.
Overall good. No bad things.
Sir, overall, I would say it is good. There are certain challenges, but sir, I think those challenges can be taken
What are the
care.
challenges?
So, sir, first challenge is based on the lack of guidelines that we have in the modern world
Okay, one.
related to privacy and security.
Then
So, second is lack of awareness, the digital divide. It might lead to increase in inequalities,
okay, three.
the access to AI. So, the third being that there are certain fears of AI, which people think might lead to loss of jobs.
Okay, four.
Sir, fourth that I can think of is that the third world countries does not have access to AI.
There was somebody who wrote a column in the New York Times 2 days ago, not around a week ago, and they compared artificial intelligence to something that we are all familiar with as a human race. There is a human baby.
Yes,
Do
sir.
you agree or not?
Sir, I think there are similarities definitely, there are certain similarities between a human baby and an AI, but the limitations are there. The abilities of a human baby can be considered much more than an AI.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, if artificial intelligence is good, very intelligent, can write whatever you want to give it to him, briefs and everything, My proposition is that we should replace the governments with the computers. Less wars, less conflicts,
Yes, sir.
good or bad.
Sir, I think complete replacement would not be a good idea because there are certain level of discretionary decisions that needs to be made, and it needs to have a
Give an
certain human
example.
Yes, sir. Pardon, sir, I could not hear.
Example.
Example. So yes, sir. So sir, as a leader, you cannot hold AI as responsible for any mishappenings that has occurred.
No, you said discretionary decisions.
Yes, sir.
Discretion.
Yes, sir.
Give me examples where the discretion might actually be the better part.
Okay. So sir, for example, India as a society, we have certain issues, and there is a limitation of funds, limitation of resources, and we cannot leave it to AI to decide which policy should be implemented first or on what prior basis which policy should be implemented. I think, sir, AI.
It's all done by an algorithm. The algorithm will go into the past 20 years history and decide.
Yes, sir. But sir, the way that AI is designed, it is based on certain inputs. And sir, if those inputs are not perfect, which is an idea of an ideal world,
All right.
that only perfect inputs cannot be granted to an AI, then there
So
will be.
what percentage of the government can be replaced by AI? Give a percentage figure.
Sir, I would say at current level of AI around 30%, 35%.
And the remaining 70% has to be people again.
Yes, sir. I think so.
Law and order.
Sir, there can be certain automations done in the law and order sector as well. So it will definitely, we can reduce the personnel that is there in the law and order field also.
Okay. All right. We leave it there for the time being and we go to your international relations.
Yes.
Sovereignty, integrity, sovereignty, territorial integrity. What are they?
So, sir, sovereignty would refer to the decision-making power of the country. If a country is sovereign, it would refer to that the country can hold its national interest on prior basis, on a priority, and can take decision in an independent and autonomous manner. Whereas territorial integrity would be to ensure that the territory of the country, which is that the central authority is able to govern that territory in its own manner, and no other power interferes in the territorial sphere of the country.
How valid are these concepts in the current context? Compare Gaza, where Israel is actually now violating their territorial security integrity because they want to have security.
Yes, sir.
So please tell me sovereignty and territorial integrity in the context of Gaza
So,
or
sir,
Red Sea.
sir, in recent times, as we've seen, there is a war in Gaza. So, sir, these are exceptional circumstances which have a certain reason in the historical basis. So, sir, at this time, the only way to ensure the territorial integrity and sovereignty can be via international intervention, via multilateral institutions and dialogue between both the.
Who will intervene? USA, Turkey, China, Russia, India, UN, who?
Sir, I think it should be the responsibility of UN as a whole, but right now, as we see, the success hasn't been achieved yet. There are certain initiatives taken by USA, and even Iran recently has called upon India to try to broker a peace between Israel and Gaza.
When did Iran do that?
So recently, when Jai Shankar has visited Iran, there has
Iran,
been.
did Jaishankar tell you that Iran actually asked them to India to intervene?
Sir, I read it in the news column. I'm not sure. They did not ask us to intervene. They asked us if we can play a role in brokering peace.
Please choose your words carefully.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Poonam?
Chaitanya, you mentioned UN relevance. How relevant is UN today? Does it need modification or do we need to disband it? If, India has to intervene in the talks and things. So how relevant is UN?
Ma'am, I think the success of UN has been limited, and the relevance that it has. Ma'am, I think it is more relevant today, in today's world.
What is more relevant today?
Sir, ma'am, the UN, the organization is more relevant in today's world because,
Just now you said it is limited.
yes, ma'am, the success has been limited, but it is more relevant in sense that we need to put in more efforts to make sure that the success is achieved by UN. Because
So is it successful or is it not?
ma'am, the success has been limited.
Okay.
But ma'am, the relevance, like the amount of efforts that we need to put in to ensure that UN becomes a major success, so as that UN is able to stop these wars in the recent times that we have
So
seen.
what has happened in the Ukraine-Russia war, Israel, Gaza, various other places where we see. Let us even, though we maintain it's a bilateral issue, Indo-Pak.
Yes,
It's a continuous thing.
yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, in the geopolitical arena, the success has been limited, but say in the social
Where
sphere.
has it been successful?
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, in the social sphere, for example, various peacekeeping missions in Africa and even in the Middle East, and ma'am, also the social sphere work done in health sector by the UN.
Health sector.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's move on to WHO.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You've done some project for death by heart failure.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the controversy regarding heart failures after the COVID vaccination?
Ma'am, I'm not aware of the exact controversy, but there have been talks
Is there a
that
controversy?
yes, ma'am. Some people are saying that there have been talks that the COVID vaccine might have a
Some
long
people.
term.
Can you qualify those people?
Ma'am, I'm not aware of the exact controversy.
Okay, then let's hear what is the controversy.
So, ma'am, they have said that there might be certain long-term effects because the human trials done for the COVID vaccine, they did not have enough time to check for the long-term effects of the vaccine. So there
But
might,
the heart attacks on a large scale have been happening now.
yes, ma'am, we have seen certain.
So you've
heart
done some
attacks.
work in that, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you say? What is your take on it?
So, ma'am, for the recent rise in heart attacks, I would say that mental health is one thing that is also affecting the cardiovascular diseases and the lifestyle, the sedentary lifestyle.
No, I'm
that
only
has-
talking in respect of the vaccination.
Okay. So, ma'am, I believe that in my limited knowledge that we need to trust our governments, and if trials have been made and
But the
trials have been
scientists are
ensured,
saying it. The main scientist who is dealing with it is saying it.
ma'am, I'll have to read more on
Please
it.
do.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, is a leader born or can leaders be made?
Ma'am, I believe leaders are made.
Leaders are made, not
Yes,
born.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We have no naturally born leaders.
Now, I think saying that they are naturally born is degradation of the challenges that they have faced.
Degradation.
Ma'am, I would say not degradation, but we are taking it in a light sense. If we are saying that they are
All right. What
naturally
are the
born.
qualities of a leader according to you?
So, ma'am, firstly, I would say effective communication. Secondly, coordination must be
Coordination of
ensured.
what?
Coordination amongst the members, amongst the subordinates, and amongst the other parties of the project or the event that the leader is managing.
Okay.
There has to be effective coordination, effective communication. Then, ma'am, certain level of emotional intelligence is required so as to regulate one's own emotions and ensure that the other people are also able to communicate effectively.
Now, worldwide, who would you consider as a good leader?
Ma'am, I think Honorable Prime Minister can be considered as one of the greatest leaders of our times.
And
And ma'am, Xi Jinping can be
what are
considered.
his qualities which make you say so?
Ma'am, for Xi Jinping or for Narendra Modi?
No. Honorable Prime Minister, we know.
Yes, ma'am.
Xi Jinping.
Ma'am, I think the way he has handled the global projection of China, I think, ma'am, can be considered valuable.
So, marketing.
Yes, ma'am.
Marketing is all that matters.
Ma'am, I think that China's economy post-COVID has been facing certain challenges, but before COVID, it was on a strong front.
All right. We'll move on to another. What is a two-front war?
So, ma'am, in Indian context, the true front war is we have decided certain fronts. So, there is a western front for Pakistan, and there is the border which is with China. So, that is considered as the eastern front. So, ma'am, the two-front war for India would be a war from both Pakistan as well as China.
Are we prepared for that? Can we handle that?
Ma'am, I think as per our military head, I'm not able to recall the name, So, ma'am, he said that India is ready for a true front war as well.
Is that posturing or based on reality?
Ma'am, I think we have we have the capabilities to fight a true front war. We have been doing
Is
defense.
conventional warfare a good thing in the modern times?
Ma'am, I think warfare in any times cannot be considered as a good thing, but it is an alternative to the nuclear warfare, which is much worse.
It may escalate into that.
Yes, ma'am, which is much worse. So we can say.
What is a 2.5 front war?
Ma'am, I'm not fully aware of.
Please do read on these.
Yes,
Thank you.
In today's newspaper, there was a news item about an Indian chess player becoming the number one player.
Yes.
You read about that?
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm aware of the news. I think Pragananda, R. Pragananda, he has defeated D. Liren and now is ranked number one in India. He has surpassed Vishwanand,
Vishwanathan Anand,
Vishwanathan Anand. Yes, sir.
in terms of
In terms of the ELO rating, sir.
ELO ratings.
Yes, sir.
What is his current ELO rating, Pragyananda's?
Sir, it is 2748.3. I'm not sure. 2788.3.
Very correct.
Something around.
What is Vishwanathan Anand's highest ELO rating ever achieved?
Sir, I think it is 2788 or 48. I'm not aware of it.
2817.
Okay, sir.
1817, which he achieved in 2011 or sometimes when he became the world champion.
Okay.
What do you know about the Niger episode? you mentioned that you love following contemporary international
Yes.
affairs.
So, sir, the Niger episode. Sir, we had this episode with the Canadian government.
Who is Niger?
Sir, Niger is, as per India, Niger is a declared terrorist. He has been leading the Khalistan separatist movement from Canada. And we have given extradition request to Canada as well in this regard. And sir, the recent killing of Niger, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, he had blamed India in the parliament, in the Canadian parliament. And this was the controversy that was there between, and sir, this also led to certain diplomats going to their own countries. And
Diplomats going to their own country on their own,
no, sir, there were orders from the central government,
of respective governments.
of the respective governments, yes, sir.
Okay. So, who is Pandu and what is his full name?
Jaswant Singh Pannu, sir, is his full name. And
Gurpatwant Singh Pandu.
Gurpatwant, I'm sorry, sir. And sir, he is the founder of Sikh for Justice, which is again a separatist an institution which is leading the.
Convener of Sikhs for Justice.
Yes, sir, convener for Sikh for Justice. And sir, again, the organization is marked as one of the separatist organization of the Khalistan movement. And recently, US government has made certain allegations that an Indian official was involved in an attempted assassination of just Gurpatwant Singh Pannu. So
Just
this is
that,
the
or there is something more.
And sir, Nikhil Gupta is one of the characters in this, which is considered as the person who was responsible to carry out the killings. And sir, currently he is in Sweden. I'm not sure of the country, somewhere in Europe. I'm not aware of the exact country.
Czech Republic.
Czech Republic. And there are extradition requests from the USA for Nikhil Gupta, and even the Indian authorities are also trying that Nikhil Gupta be tried in the Indian courts only.
Is Nikhil Gupta an Indian national?
Yes, sir, I think. I'm not, sir, fully aware. I'll have to go more deep in this.
So we need to read more on it. So what is the allegation of the US government? Specific allegation.
So the specific allegation is, I think they've found certain photos in, they have named an official as C15, and they're saying that they've found certain evidences that Nikhil Gupta was involved in the attempted assassination of Gurpatwant Singh Pannu.
Nikhil Gupta is a private individual. He can do whatever he feels like. How is the government of India affected?
So, sir, they have traced the communication to an Indian official in USA, and they haven't named the official yet. They have given a code name. So,
Okay. What is the status of Sikh terrorism in India at the moment?
sir, at the moment, the Sikh terrorism in India is controlled, and there were rises in 1984 when there was.
I'm asking you about now. Present
Sir, I think
status.
presently it is controlled. The law and order situation in Punjab, it hasn't been going towards the separatist movements.
Okay. What about J&K? Is the terrorism again surfacing?
Yes, sir. We have seen rises in Rajouri and Poonch district of Jammu and Kashmir, and so, sir, the terrorism in that particular area has been on the rise. We have seen even the civilian killings, wherein there are certain allegations on the army personnel for
What can
violation.
be the reason, in your opinion?
Sir, I think for these particular two districts, the reasons, firstly, sir, the shift of the Rajput rifles from this particular district to the Kashmir Valley.
The Rajput rifles,
Rajputana.
Rajputana
the
rifles. I'm sorry.
Rashtriya rifles.
Rashtriya rifles, I'm sorry. So, sir, the shift from these two districts to the Kashmir Valley, that has caused.
Kashmir Valley
Yes, sir.
to Ladakh,
To Ladakh.
Leh.
Yes, sir. So, sir, this has caused a rise in terrorism in these two districts. And, sir, also.
Is Pakistan not responsible?
Yes, sir, Pakistan, the ISI, has also been targeting these two districts because it can cut off India's reach to the Kashmir Valley. So
Let's
these.
not be over dramatic.
Okay, sir.
After the withdrawal of these forces from these two districts to Leh, there was a vacuum and they sent in infiltrators to instigate terrorist activities more in these two districts.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. I'll read more on it.
Thank you. Okay. Chaitanya Giri,
Yes, sir.
you're doing well, okay?
Yes, sir.
Keep it up. Good. Nice to see you smiling as well. Let's play a game of rapid fire.
Okay, sir.
Okay? Deep Blue.
So the Deep Blue mission, I associated with the Deep Blue mission that India has been carrying out.
What about your chess?
Yes, sir.
And your
Deep Blue
subject?
chess also. Yes, sir.
What is okay? Deep Blue chess, yes. What does
Yes,
that
sir.
mean?
Sir, it means, sir, Deep Blue was an IBM machine which defeated.
Oldest railway station in Delhi.
Sir, I'm not aware.
Think and answer. It's common sense.
ISBT, sir. I'm not sure.
ISBT is not a railway
Bus
station.
stand.
Railway
It's a
station.
bus stand.
Anand Vihar bus railway station.
Okay. It's in the question itself.
Old Delhi railway station.
Universal donor.
O negative, sir. Universal donor.
Universal recipient.
AB positive.
French Prime Minister.
Emmanuel Macron.
Prime Minister.
I'm sorry, sir. Gabriel Atman. Recently youngest gay prime minister.
And guest gay Prime Minister. Don't you remember him by that? Huh?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Niti Aayog chairperson.
Sir, I'm not aware of the current chairperson. Amitabh Kant was the ex-chairperson.
Prime Minister of India.
Sir, Honorable Narendra
No,
Modi.
no, you scoffed it off, but that's a clue. I'm not simply just rattling all these things out.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me Niti Aayog chairperson.
Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi ji.
Okay. Alan Turing.
The Turing machine, sir.
Engineers Day in India.
Sir, I'm not aware.
Okay, no problem. Let's move out of this now. What can you tell me about the Rwanda plan through which a prime minister is going to lose, maybe,
Yes, sir.
lose his or her job?
Yes, sir. So, sir, in United Kingdoms, there's a Rwanda plan for sir, settlement of immigrants in United Kingdoms, and the Rishi Sunak government has been
Settlement
pushing
of immigrants in the United Kingdom.
in Rwanda.
Acha,
Rwanda. So
huh.
they are paying Rwanda.
Where is this Rwanda?
So Rwanda is a country in Africa.
Where in
Central
Africa?
Africa.
Okay, huh.
In
Go
Central
on.
Africa, there's a country Rwanda, and so they have signed a deal with United Kingdom. It is in the process. They had also signed it earlier, but the UK Supreme Court had had made it null and void, the agreement.
So what's happening now?
So sir, right now they have introduced a plan again. They have done certain amendments in it, and the plan is to resettle the immigrants in Rwanda, and in return they'll offer Rwanda some money for their care.
What are the challenges for the Prime Minister?
So sir, certain members of the party are saying that it goes against the ethos of their constitution.
And what are the others saying?
And just some are, I'm not aware in the exact
Not aware.
details.
Who else wants to send immigrants to Rwanda?
Sir, I think there have been bill in France related to it. I'm not sure if it is for Rwanda, but France has also passed a bill related to resettlement of immigrants.
Who else? Since international affairs, you've written, no?
Yes,
in
sir.
that. Yeah. This is all in the news.
Yes, sir.
The other country also is in today's newspaper.
Sir, I'm not aware of the other country.
You're not aware of the other country. Okay, no
Sir, I
problem.
think Italy, I'm not sure.
Don't guess.
Okay, sir.
No guessing, okay? Finally, guitar. Last. Well, let's talk for 30 seconds about guitar.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between the Spanish and Hawaiian guitar?
Sir, I'm not aware of the exact differences. Actually, I'm not like professionally trained.
You don't have to be professionally trained.
Yes, sir. So, sir, I'm not aware of the exact differences.
Okay, what is the history of this guitar? Where does it come from? Okay, where does the word come from?
Sir, there have been sir, the origin of this particular instrument lies in the Arabia region, the guitar. And
Are
sir,
you
I'm
sure?
not. Sir, as far as I'm able to.
It comes from the harp, by the way.
Okay, sir.
Many centuries ago.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So, Chaitanya will call you after 5 minutes.
Okay, sir.
We will have a feedback session.
Okay, sir.
You can wait in the waiting room.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
So, tell us what is your own assessment about the performance?
Sir, I think I need to work on content and the knowledge part, and I need to be more articulate. Like I use certain words, and sir, also I realize that I should not take wild guesses, like which I am not aware of. I should simply say that, sir, I'm not aware.
After saying no, also you were trying.
Yes, sir. That I should not do.
Okay, then what else?
And sir, I need to, when I read something, I need to go into the specificities also.
Yes.
Like I just take an idea, I don't go into the specificities. I think I need to work on that.
Good.
Need to get the specifics right.
Where you will assess good, very good, outstanding.
So less than good.
Less than good is no category.
So then good, I think.
Good. As per our assessment, you are very good. Okay. Now tell us actually when is the interview date?
Sir, it hasn't come out yet. It is
Good.
must
So
be in
time
the-
is on your side.
Yes, sir.
And how many mocks you have attended?
So this is the third mock that I have given.
Third mock. What was the advice given in 2 earlier mocks?
Sir, I just gave at around 2 p.m. one mock. So they told me that I need to sit quite back. I used to sit like this. So they told me to relax and sit piche thoda. And that I should not, my hand should be like relaxed and I should smile less a little. These were the three
Nothing
things.
about tie?
Yes, sir, they told me. Sir, actually, I have given a suit for like to the tailor. It's not ready yet. I have a tie. I am wearing a grey suit with a grey tie only.
No. Can you just stand?
Yes, sir.
Tie is slightly shorter.
Okay, sir.
Should come actually up to the
yes,
middle
sir.
of the belt. So maybe 2 inches or 1.5
Okay, sir.
inches.
I'll make
Okay.
sure.
Trouser length short by design or just
Sir, actually,
accident?
sir, I think it has gotten shorter because I have given it for a tailor made. I have given 2 suits.
It has to be formal suit
Yes, sir.
or formal blazer, whatever you prefer.
Okay, sir.
Good sober color,
Okay, sir.
decent one,
Okay, sir.
which should not attract attention of any of the panel member. Okay?
Okay, sir.
But you are good at otherwise.
Okay.
Now, you are following newspaper reports, reading newspapers
Yes,
daily.
Yes,
Which
sir.
newspaper?
Sir, the Indian Express.
Indian Express. Religiously, daily.
Yes, sir. Sir,
What time of
today's
the-
newspaper I haven't read till now.
Don't miss.
Okay, sir.
You can't afford to miss a single newspaper.
Okay, sir.
Do you know why?
Yes, sir.
because expectation from you will be very high
Okay, sir.
because you have written in the def.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember the sentence?
Yes, sir.
Following
Sir,
the all
current
international
current
affairs.
Yes, sir.
Means what? You have to be alert all the time.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
Continue in the morning.
Okay, sir.
How much time you devote?
Sir, I try to read 2 newspapers, but currently I'm only reading one. And sir, I give around 2 hours to the
2
newspaper.
hours.
Yes, sir.
And whenever you read, actually, correlate with the things you have mentioned in your def.
Yes, sir.
If there is any development related to things which you have mentioned in the def,
Yes, sir.
then write it.
Yes, sir.
Make notes.
Yes, sir.
Make questions on the def entries.
Okay,
And write the answer, 1 page or 2 pages,
Okay, sir.
and then revise it periodically.
Okay, sir.
Revise the def every third or fourth day
Okay, sir.
because most of the questions will originate from your def.
Okay, sir.
It covers everything.
Yes, sir.
Your academics, your optional, your home state, your awards, your interest, your hobbies. So be strong on this.
Okay, sir.
And here, you cannot falter.
Okay, sir.
You cannot afford actually to say that I don't know in depth or I have just actually written like this.
Yes, sir.
So whether it is guitar or anything,
Yes, sir.
foreign affairs, you have to be very, very strong because you have written it.
Yes, sir.
You are inviting the panel to ask questions.
questions.
It is not panel actually who is asking the questions. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Then budget will be out by that time.
Yes, sir.
Before that, it will be economic survey.
Yes, sir.
Be strong on that.
Okay, sir.
Read about economy. Don't miss about current affairs. Latest. You should know more facts.
Okay, sir.
More facts and with full confidence.
Okay, sir.
And if you don't know, then you don't know.
Okay, sir.
No guessing.
Okay, sir.
Not require actually. Why to guess? When the interview is going on so well, why to guess?
Okay, sir.
And if you are not able to answer few questions, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
It doesn't matter at all. Because you will not be assessed on the basis of how many questions you have not answered.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so don't bother about that.
Okay, sir.
Work hard on all these areas. India, India's neighborhood, the foreign policy, and whatever is happening inside, outside the country.
Okay, sir.
And avoid using actually layman's language
Yes, sir.
that they have left. I mean, the diplomats and the people who are attached with those embassies, they are not. They are very high level officials.
Yes, sir.
So for them, there is a formal channel.
Yes, sir.
They cannot leave or they cannot be asked to leave. But there is a procedure, protocol. So just follow that when you answer a question. Then you use actually word degradation.
Yes, sir.
You remember?
Yes, sir. When ma'am asked,
So
I should not have done.
be careful.
Yes, sir.
What word you should have used? Undermining.
Yes, sir.
So use actually proper word.
Yes, sir.
Then greatest leaders of the world. I leave it to you. I leave it to your wisdom to give any answer. But my advice will be, our advice will be that there are, it is such a open world.
Yes, sir.
And there are so many leaders where there is no dispute. Can there be any dispute about Mahatma Gandhi?
No, sir.
No, na.
Yes,
So why not to actually? When we are actually saying that Mahatma Gandhi is greatest leader, go immediately. There will not be any discussion.
Okay, sir.
About others, there will be
Xi
supplementaries.
Jinping.
Yeah, why to? You see, you have limited 25 minutes, 30 minutes. It is your time. So don't waste it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then have respect
Yes, sir.
about the panel members
Yes, sir.
because they are very senior people
Yes, sir.
and they will be knowing in most of the cases more than what you know.
Yes, sir.
So never argue, never give any counter sort of things
Okay, sir.
and just leave it
Okay, sir.
there. Yes, sir. I'm not able to recollect at this time and I know, sir, this much. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Politely withdraw.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Otherwise, you are good.
Okay, sir.
Your style is good. Your communication skills are very good. You are formally equipped to face the interview board with full confidence.
Yes, sir.
Good hobbies, but work hard on
Yes,
this.
sir. I'll go into the deep and work on specificity.
And if you want to ask any clarification, any doubts, any question from any of us member, you are welcome.
Just one line, Chaitanya. No Jaishankar, Modi,
Okay, sir.
Xi Jinping and all that. President Xi Jinping,
Yes, sir.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi,
Yes, sir.
Foreign Minister or External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar.
Jaishankar.
They are not your childhood buddies whom you sit and play marbles with.
Yes, sir. I'll
ठीक
take
है?
it. Yes, sir. So, sir,
Want to add?
I don't think, sir, I have like any questions because I haven't got the time to reflect much.
You see, you will be given the recording
Yes, sir.
of this mock interview.
Yes,
So go through that recording
Yes, sir.
and then you will understand
Yes, sir.
where you need actually
To
improvement.
work on. Yes,
And along with our suggestions.
yes, sir.
Work hard.
Okay, sir.
Time is on your side
Thank you, sir.
and make it this time.
Yes, sir. I'll try my best.
Okay.
All the
One
best.
or two things which I wanted to point out to you.
Yes, sir.
Sit down for a
Yes,
minute. On the international relations, particularly if you have given specifically mentioned that as your subject optional
Yes.
and as your hobby, you need to be very careful. That has already been said to you.
Yes, sir.
But you actually were treating them in a more casual fashion,
Yes, sir.
like you knew them at the back of your hands and you did examples.
Yes, sir.
I asked you about the role of artificial intelligence in the government.
Yes, sir.
It's not so simple as that, really. That creative 70%, 30%, etc., etc.
Okay.
Artificial intelligence has problems.
Yes, sir.
It has been known to really create havoc and take decisions and do things which are contrary to the human behavior.
Yes, sir.
Not yet fit to run the government.
Yes, sir.
Not yet fit to run the international issues.
Yes, sir.
No. You mentioned about Iran, Gaza. Don't take it so lightly that Iran asked India to intervene.
Yes, sir.
Very careful. You said Xi Jinping made China prominent on the international scene. China's reputation is actually running down.
Yes, sir. Right.
You know that, no?
Yes, sir.
So is that the achievement of a great leader?
Yes, sir. Post-COVID, it has.
Even before COVID,
Yes.
you need to please read carefully,
Yes, sir. I'll read on it.
okay? And frame your answer accordingly rather than just saying something off your head.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you,
All
sir.
the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.